And now, for a moment of clarity.
The developments intensify questions regarding Hegseth and other officials' recklessness with the nation's most sensitive secrets.
Hey, he's going to get used to the walk and ignore. because the questions are going to come fast and furious. So get used to learning how to walk and ignore those questions being thrown at you about how you're mismanaging your job.
But also, they like, you got to have an answer, especially when it's these many things. Laugh and he on something like this, yes, because he looks insensitive, and the rank and file within the Pentagon and in the military, they are not laughing. So Pete Hegseth is like, you need to get an answer.
Do you really think they care? Do you really think Pete Hegseth cares what the rank and file are sensitive about?
I do, yeah. I think at the Pentagon and the military, yeah, because that's what they're saying. They're like, oh, the media, the Democrats, everybody else, but the military is with Hegseth. And, you know, other outlets have reporting this week that the military is, in fact, not with Pete Hegseth.
It's just amazing to me that we are now on day 6 of this story. In a different administration, someone would have taken responsibility, even if they wouldn't have resigned, though they would have resigned. Someone would have said, we are not going to do this again. There are going to be new protocols in place. It is the denial in part. It is the lack of accountability. And then it is the fact that there is no plan for this to not happen again.
I mean, I guess if we let them off the hook on this one, there is no ever holding them accountable for anything. So stay on the story, folks.
Get ready with the hook. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Simone.
It matters, but we know the answer to the question.
What do you mean, Michael Steele?
These people don't care. Don Bacon, Wicker, they don't care. These are just words on paper. Stand in front of a bank of microphones, Angelo, and say, hey, Mr. President, he needs to go. Yeah. Because this is not the way we should be running our intelligence. You have all the 18 people on this chat, and not one of them figured out that they were on a damn cell phone?
Well, maybe because they've done it before.
There you go. So the idea that someone's going to care at this point is ludicrous.
You know why they want to strip the protections? Because they keep getting sued.
Of course.
So now they're like, well, we're just going to take them away anyway.
They want to get everybody out of their way. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a scorched earth approach. And they're doing it everywhere at once. And so it's important for... This isn't a question whether you agree or disagree with whether or not there should be a union. It's here, all right? It exists. You just can't, by an executive order. And look, here's the thing that I've been thinking about. The next Democratic president.
Oh, that is going to be election.
Small D or big D?
Big D. No, okay. Big D. Big D. Who decides to play the game the way they playing it? Oh, baby. You're going to watch 180 degrees. You're going to have Republicans embracing the federal unions, right? Why? Because they know at the core of all of this that it is wrong, and that it is a misplaced, effort to go after these institutions just because you don't like them, and you want to create the destruction to distract people as they're trying to protect that destruction from occurring. What's your end game?
Quote, I don't fire people because of fake news and because of witch hunts. What is the fake news and what is the witch hunt?
For him, they're all the same. Look, we're in the childish game portion of all of this, where, Trump gets out and whines and stamps his feet and pouts and stomps and stamp, And Republicans, they wind up doing the same thing and looking very silly. But the audience, that room of Republican voters in a red district, have a different understanding of what they're seeing and witnessing from this administration, and they don't like it.
It's interesting to me, too. I mean, the decision to talk about it at the town hall, obviously it came from the fact that voters brought it up, but the NRCC has issued guidance saying, don't touch this thing, stay on message. And while she was not willing to call for his resignation, she also did not carry the water on the idea that this is trivial or unimportant.
Yeah.
Yes, because people can, again, the administration is asking you to ignore what you can see with your own eyes and to ignore what you believe in your own understanding. They're asking you to defy logic, and I think people should push back.
They should, and they are, and that's the best part of this. And I think as this next week unfolds, this sets up additional narratives, I think, for voters as well as journalists to dig a little bit deeper and find out a little bit more.
Catch Michael Steele on The Weekend, Saturdays and Sundays on MSNBC.